Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your reading. Welcome to 8 House Things. It is my honor to read for you this morning, afternoon, evening, wherever you might be in the world. I am so pleased that you stumbled upon my channel. Sorry about that. That was my phone. I just want to actually make sure it's on silent. Never happened. Sorry about that. Okay, so Gemini. Let's dive right in and see what the energies are saying for you. And the energies are wild. I hope you're staying centered. I hope you are doing a lot of self-care. I'm going to start with 4 cards for your reading, Gemini. And then let's see and take it from there. Okay, 4 cards for Gemini, please. One last clean shuffle and then 4 cards for you, please, Gemini. Gemini. Okay. The 5 of Wands. The Queen of Cups. Her face always kills me. The Tower. Wow, Gemini, there's a lot going on. And then the Hermit. Wow, this is a heavy set of cards to start with. And the 5 of Wands for me, regardless of it being upright or not, is very much self-explanatory. There's a lot of conflict going on. And what you're failing to see is that the conflict has a lot less to do with you and a lot more to do with a factor outside of yourself. It seems important for me to tell you that it has nothing to do with you, but it's affecting you quite a bit. And it's affecting you to the point where everything that's presented to you will disappoint you, aggravate you. It's like you're not in a good mood, like perpetually you're not in a good mood. And I have a feeling it has to do with, it's strange saying that term now, I have a feeling, because now it has so much more weight. Whereas a year ago, having a feeling was just, I have a feeling, it was such a throwaway statement. And like now it's like, I actually have a feeling and it's valid that you're dissatisfied. You're in a constant state, it's almost constant, of you being dissatisfied, you being frustrated, annoyed, upset, just in a bad mood because of this factor that's outside of yourself that's just so annoying. And it's gonna lead ultimately to you making a huge decision or a huge change. A huge shakeup is about to happen because you can't be in this constant state of I'm even getting a little fear, apprehension, but mostly frustration and disappointment. And it's not sustainable to be in a state like that forever, which naturally would mean something's got to give. And it's a lot is going to give. The foundations of the tower are going to give out, and it will be, there will be blood, there will be destruction, there will be, lightning doesn't strike twice, but when it does, it makes itself known. And it's going to hit, and it's going to hit hard. And the people around you are going to be surprised, caught off guard at how you move afterwards. Because not only are you going to cause the destruction, you're going to benefit from it the most. And it's a good time for you afterwards to replenish. Because, with the Hermit, it's essentially this Virgo energy of being in your own thoughts, seeking your own company, releasing the darkness. And the first 3 cards are very dark and fiery and chaotic and intense. And then you get the Hermit, number 9, And it's like, okay, this is an ending, and I've been through it, and the number 9 is essentially circling back to a sense of completion, or, like I said, an ending. And that's the Hermit card, the number 9 card. So it's very much so self-explanatory. An outside factor is causing you a lot of stressing you the F out. But the foundations of this nonsense are crumbling. And then one huge strike is just going to shut it all the way down. This tower of nonsense, and could be someone at work who is larger than life on paper, but in reality is quite stupid. It could be so many different factors, but it's definitely something outside of yourself that you've allowed to grow into something that it shouldn't have. It should have just stayed insignificant, and you've made it so much more significant than it needed to be. And now it's this huge tower, but luckily you have the strength to be able to shut it down and tear it down and force it to exit your life. And in the destruction, something new is born, and you're about to come full circle in the quiet moments that you take after this huge upheaval in your life. And that's where the Hermit comes in, with rest and recuperation, and just getting yourself together, Gemini, getting your life together, getting things together in the quiet moments of solitude. This would be a good time to start speaking to someone that's important to you. This would be a good time, if you're not, to get into therapy, or, engage with people who are able to help you with this transition into major solitude. Let's see what else for you, Gemini. Let's see what else. And if you're stressed, you only have yourself to blame, right? You put yourself there. There's a level of accountability that we need to start taking for the power that we give to others to be able to do this much to our psyche, to our mental health, to our spirits. The 7 of Swords in reverse, the King of Coins, the 3 of Swords in reverse, and the 5 of Swords. Now we're seeing some of your energy coming out with the 7 of Swords, the 3 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords. That's quite nice. Then we get a little random King of Coins here going on. The 7 of Swords is one of the more fascinating cards in tarot. It's like she's literally prancing through the swords and delicately trying to make her way through. Playing with fire, danger. There might be a moment where you entertain some very outlandish ideas of how to get yourself back on track. When you do random things to kind of get you to a place where you understand why you had to go through what you went through, so you act out. But this isn't necessarily acting out. This is more of a, whoa, I've got a moment to breathe, and I'm alone, and I'm in this moment of solitude. I'm hermiting. Let's do something random. Let's do something weird. That's what I'm getting. Let's have a little fun. Yeah, it's like, let's have a little fun with it. I don't know what I'm doing. Who does? But I'm here. And so let's do something interesting, or do something weird. You might end up, and this might be an expression of how you felt in the previous situation, but when you leave, it's going to take people by surprise. Especially with the tower, that destruction is, it's self-inflicted. and you needed to do it, that will certainly take people by surprise. So it's like you're going to do some outlandish things in this time of solitude as well, that's going to translate from you striking the tower down into this mood where you just want to rock out and do some weird and crazy things. A lot of people might not understand your decisions, but you do. And this is where you feel that you're settling into your own skin. Settling into your own skin. You know, at the cost of certain relationships might suffer for it, but ultimately you're finding your own feet, you're finding yourself, and you're allowing the wind to carry you in whatever direction. You're allowing the elements, and you're allowing nature to take its course, nature to run its course. Not so much in our feelings anymore. Now we're trusting the universe, and we're trusting that the universe is going to choose the right path for us, Gemini. And that's what I'm getting with the King of Coins and the Three of Swords. It's about tapping into the earth and being in your body, and understanding that the universe is going to make its decisions, and you're part of the universe, so you're making the decisions by being the universe in essence, in its more flamboyant form. You know, I feel like human beings are the universe showing off. We have to be, right? We are. It's shocking what the universe has done in terms of looking at the human race. It's mind blowing, and we're a part of it. It's amazing. And here you are, understanding that, accepting it, embracing it, and becoming it. That's truly a good reading for you, Gemini. And ultimately, I do think, with the Five of Swords ending off your reading in the upright position, and the Five of Wands beginning your reading, you know, in reverse, it's a good step in the right direction to start this war, if you will. You know, and though it seems as though things might be a little uncertain with you leaving things in the hands of the universe, there's more certainty in that than anything else. It's ironic, right? It may seem as though, ending off on the Five of Swords, that means I don't know. Yeah, let the wind carry you, but the wind is the universe, and you are the universe. And the universe could never let you down. All right? Thank you, Gemini. I will see you next month.